Good morning, everyone, and welcome Turf Republic here at East Lake Golf Club. So we were here back in September for the Tour Championship. I got Jason Tharp here with me, Assistant Superintendent, and so we decided to come down and visit. We'll be back again in September for the Tour Championship, but there's been a lot of changes here. A lot of things taking shape for this year's Tour Championship. So we wanted to let Jason run us through what's been going on. We're actually out here on 9 Green right now where most of the changes are taking place, but I'm gonna hand it over to Jason. Sort of let Jason run you through what's been going on and what changes are taking place for the Tour Championship this year. So what's been happening, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely. So Bill, here on 9, they're gonna reverse the here. So what you're looking at will be the tournament number 18 green. This is a par 5 hole, and what the Tour and East Lake Golf Club is looking for is volatility out of this finishing hole, so that if we have 2 or 3 golfers coming down to the stretch trying to win the East Lake Cup, you've got a par 5 with a lot of volatility and a lot of action to cap off the PGA Tour season. So as Bill pans, you can see a lake there in the distance in the middle of this hole. So your tee shot is up between those trees. You land down closer towards that lake. For your second shot, you got the addition of a new fairway bunker. It's kind of that dirt crest that you can see on the edge of that hill right there. So now you've got 2 fairway bunkers challenging your second shot. And really, with the way that we've regraded the first landing area, the Tour players are going to be somewhere around 230 yards out from the green. That layup shot is so challenging at this point that almost every player is going to go for the green in 2. So it's going to make for an extremely exciting hole for viewers and for patrons in person to watch. So here around the green complex, you can see in front of my guy mowing the green there, we sprayed out that Bermuda. We're changing that over to Turfgrass, which is going to get us a tighter playing surface on this hole. Over here to the right, you can see the addition of a new greenside bunker in the back, so that players approaching this green far away, if they carry it too far, if they can't get the ball to check, they're going to have a downhill bunker shot onto a downhill putting surface. So that's going to be a challenge there. Overall, just a lot of volatility, and even coming here to the back of the green, you can see we're going to have rough here. It's probably going to be around 2.5 inches tournament time. It'll be nice and thick, which for you cool season guys, 2.5-inch Bermuda is pretty challenging. I know you guys up north get up in the 4-inch range, but anyways, you're going to have a downhill shot out of the rough onto a downhill putting surface. That's going to be pretty quick. So that's pretty much running us through the 9th hole, which will be 18 for the tournament. We've got some other tournament tees that are moving around. We moved a fairway bunker on one hole, really just to stiffen up the final 9 of the Tour Championship.
So that 18, which was a par 3, will be the 9th. You still do have a difficult par 3 on now. Absolutely. The backside, which was 6.
Right. So it'll the distance. You see the lake. On the other side of that lake, you can see a white flag. That is our traditional number 6 hole. That is a peninsula style green, which looks like an island for the tee box. For the Tour players, when they play the Tour tees, that plays at about 215 to 230 yards over water left, water right, water front. So that's going to be number 15 as you're coming down the stretch.
Talk about, as we could spend another couple minutes, but talk about some of the agronomics that you're going through. I know you've been adding in some sand-capped areas for more grandstands, a lot of infrastructure changes. I know last year it was like 2 different championships for you guys. Yeah. First part of the week, I remember on Wednesday, I think it was, you guys were out hand watering fairways, and then on Thursday we had an inch of rain. With that came a lot of challenges because they still had to get carts out, they still had to get trucks out, pump septic, get food out. The area that we just showed to the right of now what will be 15 green was a hospitality area that people had boots on because it was so muddy. Yep. So talk about some of the infrastructure you've done and added to help with that this year.
So there's two aspects when you're talking about the golf course and you're talking about the infrastructure of the golf course and holding a PGA Tour Championship. And one of those is the golf course itself and the tournament and the playability. And so we've talked about how we're changing certain holes to affect the championship. The other part of that is just the infrastructure of hosting all the patrons and making sure that we can get for us, it's about 20,000 individuals on and off the golf course on a daily basis in such a way that they can enjoy their day. And within that, obviously, like you said, we have many hospitality areas, all the tents that they set up, all the different food services that they do. And at nighttime, this is a busy city of workers restocking tents, pumping septic tanks, things like that. And so because we've reversed our 9s, traditionally most of our hospitality was on the other 9. So all of our tents, all of our buildings were on the other 9. So we've had to beef up our hospitality on the front 9 just to have the infrastructure to support all those tents and all those hospitality areas.
Very good. So we're going to be spending the day here with Jason, Ralph, and Charlie. Charlie's the other assistant here. We're going to get some more video for you, some of the championship tees are putting in, a lot of video down here around 9. We're going to talk to Ralph about the overall construction project and how it shapes up for the tour. We're going to have something on Turf Republic here in a couple weeks for you. So we're hoping to get everything in. As you can see behind Jason and I, a little overcast today, not such a good weather plan for today, but we might Periscope a couple other times today, so be sure to check in. Jason, thank you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.